Alright, I think this is working now. What's up, goobers? Yeah. I guess today we are doing another brainstorming stream. This is where I just whiteboard ideas for stuff that I want to do, next streams. Yeah, because there are some ideas I completely forgot to actually put on the list when we did the first brainstorming session. And, now we're going to be talking about those ones, plus a few of the other projects I've been working on. They're kind of in stages of stalling at the moment, like I can't do them right now, so we need more stuff to continue on. But yeah. Yeah, how's everyone doing? The water thingy is working, I think. Let me just test if it works on YouTube right now. Because it just worked on Twitch. I mean, I don't have the camera on right now, so you won't be able to see it when it drops in like the next 30-45 seconds. But when we switch over to the whiteboard view, it should be visible. Yeah, let's wait for, well, I mean, we can, okay, yeah, so the water thingy is working on YouTube right now. I'm gonna set the timeout to 15 minutes. You can fill a quarter of the glass of water. Oh, what bot are you talking about? The hydrate bot? Because that one's newish. Been working on that project for like past, I think, 2 or 3-ish weeks, but hasn't really been responsive until now. Yeah. Okay, let's switch over to the office view and stuff. Okay. Why is there like a big rectangle? Oh, that's the screen view. Okay. So, yeah, we have the whiteboard view right now. And oh, scam bot. Oh, yeah. Oh, I think I only blocked it in Restream. I didn't block it in Twitch. Let me go do that. I should probably do that. How do I block? Ban? Yeah. Is banned. Bye-bye. Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised at how prevalent the spam bots are in Twitch. It seems like it'd be kind of easy to figure out how to block them automatically, but whatever. At least it's easy to block them. Let's see. Oh, I wanted to get the camera view on with maybe you want the halvesies view? Let's see. I think it's probably gonna be easier if I just copy the GoPro source onto the app view, which I thought I already did that before, but I guess not. Okay. Yeah. So there is the thingy, and you could set the timeout to like the cooldown to. Oh wait, that's the fill rate. Okay, so cooldown is set to 0 now, and let me just have it. Oh, I should probably just lock the camera view to this. Is that gonna work? Yeah, I think it's locked now. Okay, let's try hydrate. Okay, so yeah, that works. I'm gonna set the cooldown on that to 15 minutes. Every 15 minutes you can make me drink a quarter of a glass of water. Yeah, I think that's probably reasonable. That's like, what, a glass every hour? Okay. Whee! Alright, so let me go open... Hi! What's up? Let me go open Jira so that, I can get the list of projects I wanted to talk about. I wonder how many VTubers are actually organizing their stuff with stuff like Jira or Asana or something. Or Trello. Where's my board? I should really just add this to the thing. Okay, there. Alright. Actually, it's probably easier if I just put the image screenshot as a source. Okay, image. Let's add. Ah, shit, that's what I forgot to do. I was supposed to fix the, it's probably a collider that's, like, inside of the volume that I'm sitting in that's, like, making my hair go nuts. Like, every stream. Okay, screenshots. More screenshots. There we go. Okay. So, yeah, and I'm just gonna make these line up because it bothers me that they're not lined up. Is that close enough? Yeah, that's almost close enough. Close enough. Okay, okay. So you can see the water stuff, and you can see chat, and you can see me, and you can see the list of stuff, and you can see the iPad. So yeah, that's cool. All right. I'm gonna grab a different beverage. Wow, already drank most of these. Okay. Lemon. Okay, okay. So, let's talk about the first project on the list, which I guess there's like a bunch of stuff here, so I'm gonna go start like a new drawing. Okay. So, wait, is my pencil really dead? No, I have 69 on here. Okay, so why is this not working? Hold on, let me go reboot this. I also thought that the mirroring thing would only show the app, not the whole iPad. My cat is sleeping on my pillow, on my futon next to me, and it's very cute. That makes you really, really want to work on the cat identifying thingy project. But, well, I mean, I could probably start prototyping it, though, without needing to buy the specialized hardware. But yeah, I guess while the iPad reboots, I guess we can talk about the current state of the projects. So, the water dispenser project, I think we're at kind of a stable state where, like, it's really just about testing functionality. Like, right now, the wires are kind of loose, so I can just kind of bundle those up, just use, like, some cable management stuff. But, yeah, I think I just want to, like, dog food that for, like, a few weeks before kind of, like, finalizing the project, I guess. And by finalizing, I mean just, like, reprint and redesign stuff just so it looks nicer and more streamlined. But for now, it's in a pretty steady state, and, I kind of just want to have it tested out for, like, a few streams before, like, finalizing it. And not gonna lie, I'm also, like, kind of getting a bit bored of doing the same project for, like, 5 streams straight. So I want to take a bit of a break on that one. Bless me. Okay, pencil's working. And then the smart armor stuff. Yeah, so just to be kind of open, I'm currently fun employed, so I don't want to spend, like, a bunch of money on a bunch of projects right now. And robot combat is very expensive because we're basically making expensive toys to break our friends' toys apart. And, yeah, until I land a new contractor job, I'm not gonna be doing robot combat stuff right now, so, yeah, the smart armor on the combat robot stuff is kind of on hold right now. And, similarly, don't really want to order any, like, PCB assembly right now either, because that is pretty pricey right now. So that's kind of why the MacroPad project is a bit on hold also right now. Okay, why is this app not loading? Okay, now it's loaded. And then what were the other, because I had like 2 other projects that I was in progress with. Let me go find them. Stream breathalyzer. Oh, I forgot about that one. Yeah, I can probably continue on that one. Well, no, that one was still blocked because I never figured out what the correct sensor was for that, if it's actually possible to move on with that. And cat detection CV, I think that one's actually possible to at least make some headway on. Actually, let me show the screen for that one. Yeah, so the cat detection project, that one, I think we can actually make some progress on, since, like, I mean, I won't be able to, like, buy, like, any specialized AI hardware for that yet, but I do have, like, several webcams, and, like, I have a laptop I can dedicate to this just for, like, prototyping before actually deciding on, like, I guess, what kind of, like, permanent hardware stack I want for that, since it'll be, like, installed at, like, the top of my office door. But yeah, and yeah, so that's actually a project that I can actually get started on. I forgot that existed. But yeah, the stream breathalyzer project, that one's on hold until, well, actually I don't even know if this one's possible to do, because, like, yeah, it just might not actually be possible to have a sensor that detects this. I mean, we could have something that's, like, close enough to be fun for the project, so I should probably revisit this, but right now, the stream breathalyzer project, which it's basically, if I'm drinking too much on stream, it's supposed to kill my stream so I don't do stupid stuff on stream, like, too stupid stuff on stream. So, yeah, that was the point of this project, but I just don't know if there's a sensor that's possible to tap into for this. Although I also did consider getting, like, just a common off-the-shelf breathalyzer unit and just, like, using, like, OCR to read the screen for that reading or something, but yeah. And I'll just go through the other project ones. So yeah, injection smart armor, that one's just kind of on hold until I'm back to building robots, which is contingent on me landing a contractor job soon. The MacroPad, yeah, I want to place the order for this again when I have, like, a real income again. And then forced hydration, that one is working right now, and we're just kind of, I guess, dog fooding it right now. So that one is kind of just gonna take some time to mature as we test it out on stream. But yeah. Okay, so let's get back to the whiteboard. Oh, is this streaming? That's not streaming yet. There we go. Okay, so there are 5 more projects that I want to kind of explore and maybe start on the stream, and you can see those on the left. The Waifu in a Jar project, which I think I touched on last stream and decided that I didn't really know what I want to do with that. But now I have a better idea of what I want to do with that. Second one is pick and place ROS 2 robot arm with AI CV and stuff. Yeah, that's kind of a word salad if you don't know what those words are, and I'll talk about that one. But I do want to. It's weird because I've been playing with robot stuff for, like, honestly, since I was, like, a kid, and I still have never actually touched ROS, which is Robot Operating System, and I kind of really want to do that because, like, I feel like I'm actually missing out on a lot of stuff, and also a lot of the robot jobs need me to have some experience with that, so, yeah, that's a thing. Oh, actually, I'm just gonna take the note on this right now. I want to, on the, forced hydration thing, big to-do, RTOS this, so RTOS, I think it's real-time operating system. Yeah, it's just a way to, I guess, schedule tasks, instead of, like, just have, like, a big, gigantic loop, so that you can, I guess, amortize stuff and, like, do things while other things are, like, waiting or pulling or something, and, yeah, it's kind of important for, leveling up my embedded, dev skills. So yeah, I want to move that over to RTOS stuff. But yeah, okay, so the tiny DJ controller, that one is actually exactly what it says on the box. I want to make a very, very, very tiny DJ controller that is actually fully featured and works with 4 decks. And let's see, the DJ VTuber rig back online. That one, so let me actually go to YouTube. Okay, so if we go down to my old videos, yeah, let's do this one, and let's mute it so I don't get, like, copyright, since there's copyright music stuff. So this is, like, from 2020. This is, like, really old stuff. But, I had, like, motion capture DJ VTuber stuffs that I was working on. I think I did, like, maybe 8 or so mixes. Oh my gosh, my hair is going super duper nuts right now. But anyway, yeah, I had, like, I think I did, like, 8 or so mixes with this. But I forgot what was going on, but I guess I never continued on that. But I want to restore that functionality. I'm actually using the same Unity app that I was doing this stuff with, for Perl Graphics right now. That's the name of my custom, stack that I do this stuff with. But the DJ functionality is kind of dead right now, and, so what the functionality included was, like, I had screen sharing from my DJ laptop to the app. I could also connect another computer to it and feed in videos for, like, I guess, for like VJing and stuff. And what else? Yeah, you can actually see in that bit here, this is actually broadcasted from the DJing laptop. And, yeah, in this setup, I actually didn't use any Steam VR trackers. I was using, mainly, yeah, I was using a Xbox One Connect and, the iPhone face cap, and I'm still using the iPhone face cap, but I moved over to Steam VR trackers, and so, yeah, I'll go get in the weeds of this, but basically I want to restore the functionality of this, because there are lots of, cool features, and I want to do some, like, DJ sets again. But yeah, in its current state, this is completely broken, it's not going to work right now, so I want to restore the functionality of that. And then the last task, various Perl graphics upgrades. Where are the subtasks on this? So yeah, the DJ mode stuff, just talked about that, and, I want to, oh wait, you can't see that. I also want to connect my DDR pad to Perl graphics, so that, there's, like, a tracker mount on there, so it maps to, like, the real space in my office, since, like, if you go back to, like, this view, let me put my tracker crocs back on, and re-enable the one dead tracker croc. Where is it? Okay, is this working? There's, like, lots of stuff here, it's, like, really messy. But yeah, like, this actually maps to my real space IRL. Like, this is where my futon is. This is where my cat is that you would be able to see if I did that one thingy. This is where the workbench that I do the projects on is, and you have the up close of my face whenever I'm at my computer desk. And I have real 3D printers back here. So yeah, the idea is that I have like a DDR pad here, and like whenever I like step on like a panel or something, then like it lights up in real life, which it does already, and it'll light up in Pro Graphics, and it'll also light up or it'll also control whatever rhythm game I'm playing, which is probably gonna be Stepmania Outfox. But yeah, we'll get in the weeds of that later. Oh, and so if we go back to this thingy, yeah, I think that locks the camera. Yeah, camera's locked. Yeah, so Goober showing up in stream. So yeah, anytime y'all comment, I want to have like a little thingy that pops up that represents y'all with your comment instead of just like this kind of boring text box thing up in the top right. But on top of that, I actually want, so like, you know those like Gravatar things? Like, let me go look that up. Gravatar. I think that's what it's called anyway. Maybe it's not this one. Or are those like, procedurally generated avatars? It's not these ones. They're like abstract or geometric. Okay. Maybe Gravatar was that? I forgot. Okay, well, I can't find the exact one I'm thinking of, but like... So the idea though is like, y'all would actually get like little goobers, little gray goober, avatars, like not random, but like procedurally generated based off like your usernames or something, and you could like log in and like tie them between your YouTube account and Twitch account and Discord account and stuff. I know I don't want to be like too invasive, especially with like all the Discord changes which have been controversial, which I'm still thinking about what I'm going to do with that. I mean, I'll be honest, I think that they're going to chicken out and they're going to back out, and they're going to be like, okay, we're not going to do the user ID thing. Oh, for y'all that don't know, Discord is claiming that they're going to do a thing where it's like, you're going to have to submit like a government ID or like do some AI face scanning thing. Oh, they're already backing out? That's awesome. Okay. Well, it looks like my prediction was was correct then. That's good. So yeah, I hope that they're backing out, because I don't want to make a new server, because I just made one and it hit like 36-ish people the other day, and it's like that was kind of a lot of work to get to that point, so rebuilding that would suck. But yeah, okay, well that's a good thing. But yeah, I guess that Discord will not be for now requiring us to do that. But anyway, so the procedurally generated avatar stuff, I want to do a thing so that like, oh, there's screen view. I want to do a thing so that like y'all get a procedurally generated goober that that talks as like a little avatar on the screen and stuff. But yeah. So I think that's, yeah, I think that's the high level of the projects I was thinking of. Okay. So I guess we can start off with the waifu in a jar thing. Let me actually go back to YouTube. And I think things are gonna glitch out for a bit because I'm changing my screen resolution. Okay, so, the waifu in a jar, Razor Ava. Okay, so, yeah. Just to recap from the last prototyping, or last brainstorming session thing, so, I saw the announcement for the Razor Project Ava, which is this, like, pseudo-holographic thingy, that, like, it's an AI assistant, and honestly, as soon as it was announced, I didn't pre-order it because it's not open. I placed the reservation to pre-order it, which is kind of a ridiculous concept within itself. But then I learned that, cause I mean, not gonna lie, I like AI stuff, to some extent. I mean, I still commission humans for, like, all the art assets, and I don't really like it for replacing creativity, but I do find it useful in quite a few other aspects. But, I learned that the particular AI provider for this product is XAI and Grok, and I'm like, fuck no. So I backed out of the reservation for the pre-order, and I'm like, I'll just make it myself. But yeah, the idea of this product is that you have a little avatar. Like in this one, it's like an anime girl. I guess this one just like some 3D dude. I think there's like just a kind of, yeah, this one you can have like a generic abstract thingy, and then they got that, like, was she Samsung or something else? Well, I know they got some meme girl on that also. And they got I think that's Faker from League of Legends, or I mean, he's a League of Legends player. Well, I guess now he's in the game too, but yeah, so I like the concept, though, of having, like, an always-on AI assistant just kind of, like, on your desk and stuff, because, like, yeah, it's... I think it'd help if when I wake up and I just go straight to my computer, instead of, like, spending, like, 4 hours doom-scrolling and shit-posting and whatever, if instead it was like, oh, hi, I see you just woke up. That is so poggers. Let's make a to-do list so that you can get off your ass and actually do something. Oh, I can hear that you have not been playing any music in the background, or you have not had a VTuber making cute background sounds. Let's change that because it helps you concentrate. So, like, I kind of just want something that sits on my desk and just, like, helps me set to-do lists and stuff. Because honestly, that, like, really helps. Yeah. If it wasn't apparent, I have, like, super-duper turbo ADHD. But, yeah, this is one of the things that I think would, like, really help with that. So, yeah, I just want something that just kind of prods me to actually, like, make a to-do list and stuff. So, yeah, I mean, technically this is more of just, like, a desk-based AI assistant agent thingy, but I think it's just more fun to call it waifu in a jar because of the implications. But yeah, let's call this waifu in a jar. Okay, so yeah, so I think this one, I mean, maybe this is a good time for me to actually do a Unreal no, wait. Unreal might be too heavy. Well, it depends, because, so, the stacks, there's kind of two stacks I was thinking that we could go with this. The first one is, we have, like, okay, AliExpress, holographic display, tube or cylinder, which one is it? It's not one of these ones. It's one like, it looks just like the one that Razer is using, except, it's like generic. Or no, I don't think it was on AliExpress, I think it was on Alibaba. Yeah. So, they have a bunch of these in different sizes. And so, I was thinking that I'd use one of these. So, let me go draw that. So, there's kind of like two paths here. First one is to have, like, one of those, like, cylindrical displays. And, then have, like, I know, like, just a SBC, like, I know, just a Raspberry Pi or something. And just to make it kind of fun, it'd be fun to like put it on like some kind of a gimbal with like a servo or two, so that it can like move side to side and like tilt forward and backward. And yeah, this is going to be an anime girl, of course. But yeah, so could be that. But I was also thinking that like I have a Steam Deck, and the Steam Deck is significantly powerful enough to drive some nice graphics. And frankly, I kind of barely use mine. And when I do use mine, I use it in bed to play indie games, or I'm like on the go or something. So it could either be that, or it could just be my Steam Deck with like a fun gimbal system, I guess, too. But yeah, those are the two kind of form factors, I guess. I guess I'd get more use out of that Steam Deck. I mean, it has some decent speakers on it. It has a screen that's about as big as it's planning to have like this hologram thingy be. It has plenty of power to drive the graphics, and of course graphics are gonna be pretty important for this because it needs to look appealing. But yeah, and I think I'm gonna lean towards this one for prototyping at least. But yeah, so that's kind of what the form factor is thinking that would be. And of course, this would be like a nice 3D printed thingy or whatever. But yeah, and I guess goals of it, AI desk companion, productivity, because productivity is extremely important. And so basically I want to like detect when I start my day, make to-do list, and also detect if productivity conditions are suboptimal. But yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to do at the high level. Let's see, I'll probably have to see if, like, because if I decide to go this route, I mean, it doesn't even have to be an SPC, it could be like an Intel NUC or something. At least that's how it's pronounced, right? Like, NUC is pronounced like that, right? At least that's how I've been reading it. I don't think I've actually watched any videos or like press conferences on it, so I don't know how it's actually pronounced. But like, yeah, I want some practice with Unreal, because like almost everything I do is in like Unity, and it'd be nice to like branch out also, and also maybe actually refine my C++ skills, since like those are not as strong as my C# skills. But either way, Unity or Unreal, this is dependent on if cheap small PC can run it. And I don't know if Unreal is cross-platform either. I should probably look that up. Unreal cross-platform. Oh, this also could be a good opportunity to learn Godot. But yeah, I haven't really decided on that. The AI stack, we'll probably use, I have enjoyed Azure's, speech-to-text and just LLM stuff, so yeah, could do that. Speech-to-text and LLM stuff. And maybe I could try out the 11 Labs API also, just since I like the voices that it can synthesize, and if I'm remembering correctly, it's like one of the more ethical options, at least, for voice synthesizing, since like it's not like trained off of just random public stuff. Like, you actually have to opt in on your voice being allowed to be used for it. So yeah. 11 Labs, text-to-speech. And state management would probably just make sense to do, like, locally. I don't really trust state management inside LLMs. It always hallucinates and stuff, so we're probably gonna keep track of, like, the to-do lists and stuff locally. And just, like, pass back JSONs and stuff to modify that state, I guess. To evaluate if things have been done or not done or whatever. But yeah, oh, I forgot to write down display on 1 or 2 axis gimbal for fun reactions. Yeah, I think that would just make it feel more alive and stuff. But yeah, that's what I'm kind of thinking for the Waifu in a Jar project. I wonder if there's a better way for me to get, like, kind of crisper resolution on this. Oop. I just unmirrored it. Yeah, I can't really think of anything else to plan on this. It just seems kind of like one of those things that's like just kind of be kind of organic as it spirals out. I was thinking that having like really ridiculous visuals that are kind of like reminiscent of like gacha games and like Vampire Slayers and like casino slot machines and stuff would just make it super duper fun. I like to have the sensory overload, like reactions and UI and stuff, so super fun sensory overload gacha / casino casino style UI graphics. But yeah, I think that seems like a pretty reasonable project to do. And it would definitely help me not waste a ton of time in the morning. And honestly, if I went the Steam Deck route, then like, yeah, something I like about the Steam Deck route is that it also seems a lot more portable also. I mean, it has its own like battery built in. I can just like bring it with me to like IRL work if like I have an on-site job or like conventions or like business trips or whatever. Also, it's really gamer if I do that, because it's a Steam Deck, and Steam Deck is very poggers gaming. And yeah, I like working with the Steam Deck because it's nice and open and not locked down. That's why I built my robot controls around it. But yeah, okay. I don't think there's that much to really think of more with this project. I think that's pretty solid. Alright, so what's the next one? Pick and place Ross 2 arm with AI CV and shit. Let me go grab a beer. I'm like debating if I should disturb my cat from his peaceful chilling out and show him on the camera. Probably not, because he's really vibing. I don't want to mess with his vibe. But the camera also does not have the range to go to where he is. You know what? I could actually, I could actually just take a picture of him. Wait. Yeah, I'll just take a picture and then y'all can go look at him. Okay, let me go post that in the Discord server for the pets. Pets. And y'all get some bonus pictures too, because he's cute. Okay, screen view. Pets. Yeah, there he is. He's having a cute rest here. He's very big. We think that he is a ragdoll, or at least a ragdoll mix. We adopted him from a rescue, and he's very big, and he has very ragdoll qualities. He has very icy blue eyes, and he's like 17 or 18 pounds, even though he's like not obese. Like, he's a bit chunky, but like, he's just a large dude. And yeah, the rescue, they found him in the middle of a cat colony that they're gonna do like a trap and release program for. And then like when they trapped him so they could like neuter him and stuff, they learned that he was declawed and he was definitely not like a normal stray or a feral cat. And they're like, this dude is not made for the streets. We need to get him in like a comfy home, because like, especially like declawed cats, they can't survive in the wild because they don't have their claws and stuff. So yeah, he was rescued, and then we adopted him, and he's fitting in quite well. But yeah, that's JJ. He's a basic golden retriever. This is actually kind of funny because like he was just, this was like mid blink, because normally his eyes are like nice and big and wide. Yeah, there. But yeah, oh, and here's Velcro, the cat. My other cat. Whee! But yeah, okay, let's get back to the thingy. Okay. So pick and place Ross 2 arm with AI CV and shit. Okay, so and AI CV is kind of like redundant anyway, but let's, okay, Ross 2 P and P arm. Okay, so is it worth me getting, yeah, I'm gonna go get it. Let me go grab my robot arm real quick. Okay, I'm back. Alright, so, I bought this, let me go move stuff out of the way. On here. And I guess we don't need this plugged in since we already have the power going in and we're not reprogramming stuff today. Okay. I'm gonna move this back here. Okay, so, I saw this, like, robot arm on Facebook Market, like, a few months ago, and I was like, oh, that's a cool price, and I've always wanted a robot arm without having to, like, deal with all the mechanical issues and design myself if I just want to get something plug and play and working for, like, a project. Ooh, forgot that this casing is falling off. But yeah, so I bought it, and I haven't done anything with it other than, like, make this, iPhone MagSafe mount thing with it, but, like, I have not done anything with it. It's just been sitting around doing nothing. And so, oh, and I made a tripod mount for it also. This is, like, a, 1/4" 20 hole. It's, like, the only, not metric hardware that I stock because it's useful for, like, for tripod mounting and stuff. But anyway, so I have this robot arm. I haven't done anything with it, and I want to do something with it. And, what else? I have, so you've seen, like, my boxes of, like, hardware, I think, on my stream. Well, my M3 hardware I accidentally dropped one time, and it has been a massive mess right now, and I do not want to sort that manually by hand, because that sucks. So, I think a fun project to do would be to actually learn ROS, Robot Operating System, and get that on my resume, and at the same time make a thing that, like, just picks up some screw and is like, ah, yes, that is a countersinkable, I forgot the word for it, machine screw that is 20-something millimeters long, and it's like, okay, I'll go put it in this bin, and it's like, ah, yeah, let me go grab that shit. Yeah, these nuts, let me go put it in these nuts bin. So yeah, I just want to make a thingy that just identifies different hardware and can pick it up and place it in the correct bin, so that instead this thing can do it in, like, instead of me doing it, and instead of me spending, like, 5 hours manually sorting this myself, I can spend, like, 50 hours writing a thing to do it for me. It's a really good use of time. But yeah, so, yeah, if we go back to here, so what is the model of robot arm? It's Elephant Robotics Cobot 280. So, Elephant Robotics Cobot 280. And I need to print an end effector for it. And I don't know what this is gonna look like. It could look like, it could just be like a pair of robot claw tweezer things. So yeah, let's just draw that. So it could look like some tweezer claw things. Or we could use some kind of, like, pneumatic thingy. A little tiny sucker to pick stuff up. But need to figure that out. But yeah, so this is locked in because I already have it. And then, for vision... Wait, I need to get, like, another box of stuff. Let me go grab that real quick. Okay, I'm back. I didn't even change the scene. We could actually also do, like, multiple end effectors. Like, it could be a thing that has, like, a tweezery, grabbery thing and, like, a pneumatic sucker. And just switches depending on what's actually being picked up. But yeah, the dude that sold me the robot arm, he was like, oh yeah, I have a bunch of these, you can't see it. Let me just switch cameras. He was like, oh yeah, I have a bunch of these, like, random sensors and stuff. You can just have them. Like, I'm pretty sure this is, like, a $500 LiDAR unit. Whee! Spin, spin, spin! And, I actually used one of the, ultrasonic sensors that came with this box for the ultrasonic sensor in the water thingy. And I'm pretty sure that this is, like, a camera meant for, like, CV stuff. I know, it just makes sense that it would come with it. I guess we actually already have an end effector here. I'm not sure if this is gonna be the right scale or the right size to, like, manipulate, like, little bolts and stuff. There's another one here. I didn't notice this one. But yeah, either way, this thing's, like, really configurable, and, actually designed a custom front thingy for this, so that, like, it'd be easy to add and remove different attachments to, the end of it. But yeah, yeah, there's a few things in here that are pretty neat. Oh, that's where that went. But yeah, I don't know what this is. That looks cool. But yeah, I think this actually came with some kind of, like, single board computer also. But yeah, I think that the head-mounted phone... Oh, this? Yeah, okay. Usually that face is not supposed to be like that. Let me go restart the app. It does that sometimes when it glitches. There we go. But yeah, this is part of the mocap setup. Yeah. Let me actually go find the picture of it. Of the whole entire thingy. Oh, I think I had it on my YouTube. My posts. Switch to screen view. Cat. Where is it? Here. Yeah. Yeah, this is the head rig thingy. And now I think about it, it's been about 3 months since I built this, and it's been pretty solid. So, thinking of making and sending out a few of these to get beta tested, and if the beta testers like it, then I think I actually want to sell it as a thing. But yeah. Okay, so... yeah, we have that, robot arm. And... maybe a combo of manipulators. Claw. That says clam. Claw. And pneumatic. Ooh, we could also do, like, soft robotics gripper. Does Festo have a cool video of it? Because Festo usually has, like, really, really cool videos of this stuff. I mean, the other stuff looks cool, but I really, really like Festo's videos. Yeah! Yeah, I've been, like, obsessed with this channel's videos for, like... for stuff. Well, I don't know if I'd have to, like, buy it from them, because this is probably, like, some really specialized material and, like, really well-tuned, and I would not be surprised if it had, like, some crazy industry price of, like, you can buy this manipulator for $1,000, and it's like, nah, I'm not doing that right now. I mean, I could probably see how far I can get with, like, just 3D printed claws and stuff like that. But yeah, oh wait, is this also, is the end effector on this one also soft? I haven't watched these videos in a few years. I should just, like, do a deep dive on these videos, because they're just so fun to watch. Whee! Come on, pick stuff up. I want to see it pick stuff up. Oh, this is the same thingy that we saw last video. Glass of water, of course. Is it gonna drop it into the water? Oh, it's avoiding the water. It's like, what's the point of dropping those balls in there? Does it like have a gizzard and it's using the ball? I wonder if any animals like swallow ball bearings for their gizzards. I'm just gonna look that up right now. Ball bearings in gizzards. Oh, that's interesting. Well, I mean, it's Facebook, so maybe it's not real. But anyway, okay, so, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah. Yeah, so there's lots of choices to go for the end effector, but it'd probably be prudent to start off with seeing if we can just get away with something that's, like, servo and 3D printed. But yeah. So, what else? We need CV to identify, the bolts and stuff. Bless me. To identify hardware, and I actually saw a video. I may have posted it on the Discord server, actually. Let me go see. It may have been like the very first. Yeah, here it is. So, this is using real-time Edge AI. Edge AI is AI that runs on your own devices instead of going back to a data center. So, like, it's faster, and people won't get mad at you because you're using a data center. It's a really big benefit. But yeah, this can identify apparently different lengths of hardware too, and that's pretty poggers. Can it? Well, I don't know. Actually, it doesn't show it in this video, so we might need to figure that out. We may need to get, like, a scale or something, so that, like, because in this video, and this is using, is this using YOLO? Yeah, it's using YOLO for CV. And I believe YOLO stands for you only look once. It's kind of a funny name. In terms of identifying objects. But if that one camera that this thing came with is, in fact, meant for computer vision, then that's great, because I think when I was looking those up, those things are, like, really specialized. They're not, like, normal webcams, and they cost, like, hundreds of dollars or something. So, yeah. We're gonna be using YOLO on the CV stack, and then we might need to have something like a scale. Well, I mean, like, okay, so this is probably a really good case for having to practice with that water sensor thing. But, like, yeah, if the water machine thing, that's a scale that's built into this. So let me go see if there's, like, not FSR, load cells. Load cells is what I was looking for. Load cells grams. Are there, like, precision load cells I can get pretty easily? Because, like, if we can measure, like, to the 0.1 gram or so. I mean, I'll look that up later, but if we could just use a load cell to, identify the mass of, like, hardware, then we could probably, like, if everything is, like, M3, for example, then we could just probably determine what the length of that is. So, yeah. YOLO for CV. Load cell for for mass, that's not an M. Mass detection for screw length. And then, yeah, I guess we just place them into little bins in a tackle box. But yeah, and I want to use Ross specifically so that I can, practice with it. But yeah, I guess that's that project. Oh, and I should probably put what its purpose is. To sort my, spilled box of M3 hardware. And then once we clean up the M3 hardware, we can, clean up even more stuff. Oh, you know, I didn't think of that, because, like, yeah, there's all those, like, cheap, crack scales that, definitely use load cells also, and just tap into how that works. Oh, there's another new bot. Let's zap that one. We don't like that kind of bot. Doop, doop, doop. You're probably getting a... Oh, no, you're not, because I'm not re-looping the, thingy. Okay. Let's zap that guy. There we go. Okay. Yeah, there's like, a ton of hardware that I still need to sort also, so once we get this stuff set up, we can, screw it. I'll just move the whole camera. We can just sort all of these guys down here. Yeah, that's a lot of shit. But anyway, okay. So let's get this back on here. And I can also zap this guy from the restream stuff. Okay. Yeah. Where is that one view thingy? Okay. So yeah, that's the pick and place Ross 2 arm with AI, CV, and shit. Okay, is there anything else left to define here? I'm not sure. I don't think there is. I think this is one of those things where, like, when I get in the weeds of it, I'll start figuring out what the new constraints are. Oh yeah, could also just read the display. Yeah, that'd be a good way to, well, I mean, because I have several of them. I think I have one of them in here, right now on this desk. I have a big boy one also. But, like, I know that, like... Yeah, here's one. Not gonna switch the view, because we don't really care about looking at it in super duper detail. But yeah, I have one here. So we could totally read off of that display. Not sure if, like, we need, like, a polarizing filter or something on there. But yeah, I guess that we could use the manipulator, turn it on and off manually, and, reset the weight and stuff, and just hook it up to, like, some external power source so that we don't have to be at the mercy of, like, a recharging battery. It'd also be fun just to, like, crack open one, since they're, like, what, just $5 or so, and just tap directly into the load cell of it. But yeah, I'm gonna go write that down. use a crack scale to read or hack its load cell. You know, that's a really fucking cyberpunk sounding sentence. Or use a crack scale to read or hack its load cell. That sounds cyberpunk as hell. But yeah. Okay. So let's see. Tiny DJ controller. Okay. Actually, let me go pee first. I am back. My trackers are definitely not back yet, though. Oh, and I'm pretty sure that my face is not on Wi-Fi, on the correct Wi-Fi network anymore, so let me go fix that. Okay, face is dead. Nope, still on the wrong Wi-Fi network. Coming on Wi-Fi 6, not on 2.4. That's why it's like super duper duper laggy right now. Okay, face cap, go live. Okay, and then let's turn my trackers back on. Doop doop doop, doop doop doop, doop doop doop, doop doop doop. Okay, I think my body is back. Okay. Alright, so I think that we spec'd out the arm thingy. Oh, and I'm gonna go add one more task, actually. I'll just write it down. I don't feel like editing that thing. Shot dispenser. Okay, so this is just like a little add-on for the forced hydration thing. But, yeah, I just want to hook up a bottle of vodka to it and press a button and dispense a shot. Press button or chat trigger dispense shot. Okay, that one's easy. Pretty self-explanatory. Okay, so oh, I guess one kind of big unknown here is what pumps are alcohol safe? Because I know that, like, sometimes the seals and stuff in certain pumps will be degraded or, like, won't work with alcohol versus, like, with water. Although, now I think about it, the pump that I got is specifically meant for transferring liquids between, like when you're making kombucha, or, like, making beer, or making wine. So at least to a certain percent, it is probably alcohol safe, but I'll have to look that up. Also, the idea of, like, seals in these pumps being destroyed by alcohol and then drinking that is a little terrifying. But you don't drink alcohol for a healthy time, you drink alcohol for a good time. Okay. Let's see. So, tiny DJ controller. Alright, so as I showed before, and I'm gonna show it again just because I really like my own videos. Where is it? Yeah, so, the DJ controller I still have 5 years later, is a Pioneer DDJ 1000, and I quite like it, but it is also massive, and I don't like to bring it with me, although really, ideally, I just bring a flash drive, and the venue has the DJ equipment for me, but also it's fun to make gimmicky controllers, and I used to make DJ controllers before I moved to Rekordbox, which is very picky about DJ controllers, but I'm feeling like moving back to Traktor, which lets me use custom DJ controllers a lot more easily than Rekordbox, which likes to use proprietary controllers. But yeah, okay, so if y'all are familiar, oh, I don't even need to look up pictures of it, I can just show the physical ones I have. Which box are you in? There you are. Okay, let's go back to workbench mode. Okay, so I have these little thingies made by Teenage Engineering, and it's the pocket operators, and I think I accidentally turned this one on, and I really hope I didn't kill the batteries that I just installed and did, like, almost nothing with, which I'm pretty sure I did fuck. Anyway, damn, I hate it when I waste batteries. But anyway, so, yeah, I have these little pocket operators. They're, little tiny, I forgot how to use it, so I forgot how to turn the volume all the way up. Is it sound, and then... Oh, heck. Well, I forgot how to use it. It's been a while since I used it. But, there are these really, really tiny synths and drum machines and stuff. And they are PCB construction, they're super duper simple, and they're fun to play with. So if I can build a DJ controller that fits in, like, the form factor of, like, one or two of these smashed together, that would be pretty awesome. Okay. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I have to look up what Twitch's, rules are with that. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll go write that down. Twitch friendly or nah? Okay. Yeah, that's a really good point. did I actually show it? I think I actually forgot to show it. Okay, I'll show it again just in case I forgot to. But yeah, these are... Okay, so in case I forgot to show it, these are the pocket operators. They are these really tiny PCB-based synths and drum machines. And so, basically, if I had to describe what I want to make, it's a DJ controller that's in the form of a pocket operator. And so, one or two of these, or I could do a thing where it's like, each deck is actually a pocket operator size thing. So if I want to do like 2-deck DJing, then I just need 2 of these. If I want to do 4-deck, then I just have 4 of these. And I kind of prefer to have one-to-one controls instead of layers and stuff. So yeah, I think that's actually what I want to do. Let's go back to the, what's it called? The app view. Okay. So basically, pocket operator, but DJ deck. And so if we look at like how a traditional DJ controller is set up, it's modeled after how like, I should probably look that one up also. Old school DJ setup. So if we look at how traditional DJ setups work, I'm just gonna look for one that looks the most classic. Yeah, probably this one. So the typical setup, you have, I guess old one anyway, you have like 2 turntables, one on the left, one on the right, and you have a mixer in the middle. And basically each deck plays back a track and has its own controls for pausing and playing it, changing the speed of it. And then the middle is the mixer, and the mixer has equalizer controls. That's what these knobs are. Sometimes you have filters and other effects. I don't think this one does. This one might be very simple. And then you have the faders for the volume, and then you have a crossfader to let you change the volume of both of these at the same time. And let me go look at the 4-deck setup. 4-deck DJ deck. Not DJ deck, DJ setup. So yeah, if we look at a modern system, okay, that's really annoying. I'm trying to just get the, that one's a little too crazy. Let's just go with this one. Ugh, I hate all these, like, redirect things. I just want the image itself. Okay. So yeah, if we look at how a more modern setup works, you just swap out, I mean, in this case we have 2 old school vinyl turntables, and we have 2 CDJs, and CDJs are basically like super duper souped up versions of turntables that play like digital files, and like you can skip around and like you can browse through like thousands of files and stuff like that, but it still serves the same basic purpose of playing back one track. And then here we have 4 channels of equalizers and faders, and we have a crossfader, and I assume that these sides are going to be like effects. I've actually never used a zone mixer, so I don't know where the effects live. But yeah, I guess if I just look for like 4-deck CDJ DJM setup, because that's what I'm more familiar with. If it wants to be blurry. Oh my gosh, I hate modern internet. Bleh! Okay, this is gonna be blurry, but it doesn't matter. It's the same kind of gist. So yeah, you have 4 channels. Each deck is a channel here, and then you have the mixer in the middle. We have your equalizers. You have your 4 faders. You have the crossfader. The crossfader. Notice there's 2 sides, but there's 4 channels, and you can actually assign which end each channel goes to, or you can actually just have it be passed through and not be affected by the crossfader. Effects unit, I believe, is on this side, and this side... No, I think this is effects. Yeah, and then you have, like, master volume and whatever here, and so if we go to a DJ 1000, which is what I have at home, oh my gosh! Then you'll see that this is basically based off of that kind of setup. The difference here, though, is, can I even find that picture? Yeah, I can. So, yeah, 4 channels here. This is basically a mixer unit, which actually it is a physical mixer. If you unplug a computer, and if you plug in, like, just like CDJs or a turntable or just any audio source, you can actually use the effects without a computer. This actually does process effects, filters, stuff like that on the hardware itself. It doesn't actually need a computer to do that, which is really cool if you didn't know that. But yeah, so this is based off of what a classic setup would be, and what's the point I'm trying to make here? The point I'm trying to make is that the way modern controllers are designed, it's kind of really just, I guess, leftovers, or not leftovers, it's kind of like just carryovers of what classic designs are, or of what, like, the classic setup is. So what I'm thinking is that I don't care about tradition. I'm just going to design this the way I think it is probably better to design it from scratch. So let's open Photoshop. So first, I kind of really hate layers. Let's go back to this thing. So this is 4 deck setup, but you only see 2 decks. And so you can see that there's, like, the deck select button here, and that basically changes if this side controls deck 1 or deck 3, and if this side controls deck 2 and deck 4. And I hate that, because every once in a while, I'll accidentally press pause on the wrong deck, and then the music will get killed for the entire crowd, and then I'm embarrassed. So I don't like that. And so here's the way that I would redesign this shit if we were not chained to old standards. Where is Magic Wand? Give me the Magic Wand. Okay. So, this is bullshit. There we go. And let's just expand the canvas size, that we have lots of room to play with. 4,000 by 4,000. So, this is gonna be your typical 4-deck setup, and I don't like that. Well, I mean, it's serviceable, but I don't think it's optimal. So what I'm thinking is that, what I want to do instead is, and one thing I do really appreciate that Pioneer does when they design their DJ decks, is that, they just transpose the left side to the right side. Like, if, like, I just copied this, if you move it over, it's basically the same thing on the other side. I think the only difference is that instead of, 3 and 4, this says, instead of 3 and 1, this says 2 and 4. But it's the same thing. If we look at how other controller manufacturers do this, like, Tractor S4, no, actually, Native Instruments says it correctly. What about the Mark 1? Ah, yes. Okay, here's a good example. So if we look at the first gen of the Tractor Control S4, they do not do that, because on this half, the tempo slider has a better name for it, but I forgot what it was called. But anyway, that is on the left side here, but it's on the right side here, and I hate that. Yeah, it's thing though is that's kind of mirrored, but it's not entirely mirrored, because like here you have like, actually I should probably zoom in so that I can see this better. And let me get like a top-down view. You are low resolution. You are low resolution too. You are upside down. Okay, this is a better picture. it a better picture? Okay, let's go with this one. So yeah, you can see that here, it's like, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's transposed. But like, you have this tempo control part, and it's mirrored instead of transposed. And so, I just don't like that, because like, when you have like this setup, this isn't one big unit, this is all modular. And so, you don't have the mirrored version of like, oh, these are the left side versions of the CDJs, and these are right side versions of the CDJs. They're the exact same. So, yeah, it should just be transposed. And on the, on lots of controllers, like on that, and if you look at the Newmark MixTrack Pro, which holds a special place in my heart, because that was the very first controller that I ever bought, but still, it still has the same problem, where, oh my gosh, I'm just gonna like screen cap it and zoom in. I'm tired of this redirect bullshit. Okay, so if we look here, it has the same problem. Like, we have this cluster here, and this cluster here is transposed. But then you have this here, and it's mirrored. You have this, and you have this, and it's transposed. But, like, it's not the same setup. Like, if I copy-pasted this and moved it here, it wouldn't be the same thing. Pioneer is one of the few that actually does that. And I have lots of complaints about Pioneer. They're not perfect, but that is one of the things I do like that they do in terms of their design, is that they at least transpose the sides of it properly without changing it. Like, if I copy it here, it's like the same thing, basically. Like if I mess with the opacity, I bet that I can line it up and it will be like pretty much the same thing. Okay, so it's lined up. If we slide this, it's like basically the exact same thing. The only difference is that this says 3 and 4, or this says 3 and 1 instead of 2 and 4. But yeah, that's the same thing. That's the way it should be, because that is the way that it's done with real turntables and real CDJs. But anyway, I think I made my point here. So yeah, let's get back to what I was thinking for the design. So, I feel like the DJ controllers are constrained by the design assumptions that have been made to make it mirror the classic setups. And instead of, let's make like the ultimate 4-deck version of this, which I mean, honestly, it's pretty solid. I just hate the layering. So, simply, I'm just going to use the Magic AI Erase tool. And if you didn't realize it, the Magic, what's it called? Is it Magic? It's not Magic Eraser. That has to be like a brand spot healing brush tool. That's AI. Yeah, AI is in, like, has been in a bunch of stuff, and it's not just make a prompt and make it do the entire thing. Sometimes it's, like, little tiny things, but I'm ranting. Anyway, so maybe I kind of like this version more of a, controller, where we don't have layers, we just have, what's it called, dedicated one-to-one controls here. I mean, this would probably be my perfect, like, DDJ, I don't know, maybe 1050. But, yeah, I think we can improve on this, because the only reason we have all this mixer stuff in the middle is, I really think it's just because that's the classic design. And so the way that I'd prefer to do it would be if we had, something more, like... Where did I put it? Okay, so that's one of that. That's another thing. So I feel like that a better 4-deck layout would actually be like this, where the equalizers and the volume is on the deck itself. And then we could just have like a central mixer unit. And I'll be honest, I don't use the crossfader. I never use the crossfader, so that thing can die. Let's just eat all of that in the middle. And then, let's be weird and just put the outputs on the side, I guess. Let me see. Okay, it doesn't say I have any dropped frames on my end. Oh. Oh, heck. Let me go check real quick if my YouTube made a different video. It did not. So, I know that one of the benefits of using Restream IO is it has like a 90-second, I think, grace period of if you disconnect, then it, makes a new thing. Or if you disconnect for 90 seconds, it makes a new thing. But if you connect within 90 seconds, then, it just continues on. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with that, though. Okay, so I kind of feel like that the optimal rearrangement would actually... Oh, wait. We need to combine those two things. So what I'm thinking is that a more optimal arrangement would be like this, where, and yeah, that completely nukes the crossfader, but I never use the crossfader anyway, so... I mean, if I want to use the crossfader, then we could still put the crossfader on here, and then we'd be able to, like, assign which side, because I was talking about how you could assign different sides to different crossfaders, and get through this switch. But yeah, so what I was thinking is that for this design, we'd actually have something more like this, where every single deck has its own self-contained, is it transport? Or I think it's transport is what you call, like, moving back and forth between the tracks, which is basically what a bunch of these, like, beat, jump, beat, loop, looping things, cue points, whatever, pause, play, etc. are. So, like, if each deck had its own self-contained transport controls, which is basically almost all of that, and their own equalizer and volume controls, and then you just spam that, and you don't have to worry about, like, a central mixer unit for each track, and then you have a separate, central mixer unit that's really only supposed to be, like, an audio interface, plus master volume, plus microphones, plus, like, effects. I feel like this would be a more modern paradigm to go with for controller design. So that's what I want to go with, where, let me go look up, Teenage Engineering Pocket Operator, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, basically, each deck would be represented by some pocket operator-esque unit here. Like, we have knobs. We have knobs here. We have all these buttons. We can map them to here. You might use some, like, Control S8 style. Oh, I forgot to erase the original one. We might use some Control S8 style touch strips. You might use something kind of like an iPod's click wheel. Actually, yeah, that sounds really fucking poggers. We could use a click wheel style interface for the jog wheel. But yeah, something like that is what I'm thinking of. Would be pretty cool for, like, for each deck. And then we just connect, like, 4 of these up if we want all 4 decks, plus whatever the middle unit is. Yeah. So, what was this rant anyway supposed to be about? Yeah, so I guess tiny DJ controller. Every pocket, basically a pocket operator, with each DJ deck, and then I'll figure out how to add that image I just made into here. But each deck has its own EQ to central audio interface with FX and master audio stuff Yeah, I think that makes sense. And I'll just redraw the thingy that I made, so instead of it being like... Yeah, and instead of it being like, like that. Nope. It'll be more like... how do I do copy paste? I don't think I've done that before on here. Probably that. Yeah, that looks very copy paste. Oop. Did not want to do that. Okay, cool. So yeah, we want something more like this. Oop, that was not draw. This is draw. Okay, cool. Cool. Yeah. Let's see. I need to go pee again real quick. Okie dokes, I am back, and yeah, I did see the stream timer reset, so yeah, I think that it's possible that... Oh, wait. Am I wearing the wrong croc? Where did it go? Oh. Yeah, I am. I'm like... Why does my left foot not have a tracker, but my right foot has a tracker? Okay. Resetting my trackers. Yay! So yeah. PCB based, and of course it'd be MIDI. Just thinking about how this would work, because like, I mean, we could really just use like teensies or something, I guess. Well, I know we should probably just look up whatever USB native MIDI MCUs. Yeah, oh, huh. Well, this is AI overview, so it's not the most trustworthy, but... I mean, teensies are great, though. But is the Pi Pico good for Pi Pico, USB, HID, MIDI? Huh. 2023, and it still wasn't that yet. I mean, I don't use MicroPython or CircuitPython anyway. Whenever I use like a Pi Pico, I always like use it on Arduino framework anyway. I mean, how much is a teensy anyway? Teensy 4.0? Yeah, teensies are kind of expensive, so it really doesn't need to be. MIDI, USB capable MCUs. I have used the STM32 MCUs. I've actually made my... You know, actually, that's probably a good idea. I might just be lazy and reuse the STM32 F4 somethings. I think 01? STM32 F4 01? Because I made telemetry boards for BattleBot using them, so I already have that PCB layout valid. And then be easy to just integrate that right in. And because I want this to be like just a single PCB, it's just easier if it's all embedded in the same thing. This might be a kind of project where I can make the PCB, like I can make the schematic and the layout, but shouldn't order it till I get the job or contract. But I have a feeling this is like kind of a complicated enough project anyway. We're gonna have like 3D print prototypes and stuff, and not actually need to order the PCB for a good while. And by the time I can order it, I should probably have landed something by now. But yeah, there is that. Okay. So yeah, tiny DJ controller. And yeah, I think it's STM blue pill or black pill is the one that's how much is a blue pill anyway? Wow, are they really that cheap? Oh, I should just order a bunch of those. Yeah. STM blue pill versus black pill. I forgot the difference between the two, though. Why are you not loading? That's weird. Okay. Oh, I actually used the... That's what I used. Okay, It's interesting. Okay, well, I guess I'll probably lean on that for now. Plus, I have, like, a bunch of, like, blue pill and black pill boards, I think, just laying around, so I could probably just test if that works with, like, native, USB, HID, MIDI, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But yeah. Alright. So tiny DJ controller. Yeah, I'm not really sure if there's more to define on that. Oh, I guess maybe one more thing UI-wise. I want it to, single one is useful for track prep. Because, yeah, I was talking about how there's, like, digital DJing libraries and stuff, and, something that's really useful is to just be able to use the controller for, setting the cue points, the beat grid, making sure that it's analyzed properly, setting the metadata, and you don't need a full entire deck for that. You can just do that, like, if we could do that with, like, a super duper tiny controller, just standalone, and have that be, like, portable, that'd be, like, really, really useful. Alright, so I think that's the Tiny DJ controller project. DJ VTuber rig back online. I mean, that's really just kind of a combination of that with the various Perl graphics upgrades. So I think I'll just mix those two together. Okay, so Perl graphics upgrades. Did I underline that? I did not underline that. Did I underline that one? I did not underline this one. And I underlined this one just super tiny, but... Alright, so Perl graphics upgrades. So, let's see. What were the subtasks that I had defined in this one? Alright, let's go back to, streamable projects in the Jira view. Goober, show up and stream, DDR, pad connect, and DJ mode. So I guess that's kind of three things. Okay, so first one is Goobers. So just a refresher on what Goobers are, that is the name of the viewers and fans of this channel. That is you. If you're watching this, you are a gray goober. And actually, I just wanna like nerd out on the lore of it. So the gray goo catastrophe. So imagine like super duper AI powered nano machines, nanobots that like they just want to eat things and make more nanobots and eat more things and make more nanobots. Yeah, that's the gray goo catastrophe. So basically it's like, oh no, we've made self-replicating robots, nanorobots and stuff, and they're literally eating the entire world. Yeah, so that's the gray goo scenario. And it just eats the entire world, and it's kind of like a doomsday scenario. It's pretty fun. Anyway, that's what the gray goobers are. You are gray goobers. And so, yeah, so the idea is, every goober gets their own deterministically procedurally generate... Oh no, I need to plug this in. Does this work upside down? It does. Okay. Procedurally generated avatar. And, I'm gonna hide this for a bit. Why is this upside down? Now is it gonna be right side up? That's not. Oh! I haven't played Stellaris in a while. I want to do that. Okay, well, at least this cord's long enough for me to have it be not upside down. Okay. Let me go to slides.google.com. Debut slides. Oh wow, I blindly clicked and it's the correct one. Okay. So yeah, this is y'all. And if y'all do like electronic stuff, or I guess circuit stuff, or I guess logic stuff, let me just look it up. Logic gate symbols. Yeah, these guys are based off the logic gate symbols. Let me go move it over to here. There we go. Ah! Okay. So yeah, that's y'all. So, y'all will be randomly generated based off of some hash of your name or something like that. And, I want y'all to be able to appear on screen whenever y'all, like, say something in the Discord or in the chat, as your, generated avatar. And, that'll be cute and fun and stuff. So, yeah, that's a thing. So, I'm just gonna draw those. Yeah, it's a combination of, like, waveform shape on the bottom, and, like, expression. And eye color. But yeah, and then y'all will just pop up like in the background of like, let's go to the office view. Yeah, so just like just kind of bouncing behind me and stuff, it'll be really cute. That's something I've been wanting to do for a while. But yeah, so that'll be some additional viewer engagement stuff, and it'll be connected to Discord and YouTube and Twitch at least. Avatar view again. Let's go to there. Chat bubbles. Yeah. Some way to link accounts. Alright, what next? Where did you go, Jira? Okay, DDR pad connection. So, I need to slap a tracker on the DDR pad. So that it's spatially, I guess, anchored in the streaming room. And then a way to get the DDR pad gamepad signals out to both my Unity app and whatever game I'm playing. Reads state and Perl graphics reads state, and then when panel is active, light it up in VTuber view, and then we want a way to also show that really nicely in, what's it called, overlaid with the rhythm game. And I think I actually saw a really cool thingy on Reddit for on the VTubers tech subreddit that's kind of basically what I want to do, but with not VTuber tech. I think they were playing either Beatmania or Tuna Them. So, let me try to find that. Enter button? Why are you not working? That's really weird why that enter button is not working right now. But anyway, okay, here it is. So, this is a really cool thing that I saw. So basically doing this, but with my DDR pad. Oh, it's not even showing the screen. Okay, there we go. Okay, so, yeah, this is what I want to do with the DDR pad. And this is from u/bonzombie, who's been posting on the VTuber tech subreddit. But yeah, basically just want to do this, but with my DDR pad instead. Okay. Ooh, yeah, I've done that before. I actually still get nightmares quite a bit about, like, I'm back in college, and there's an exam I haven't studied for, or, like, a class I've skipped every single lecture for, and then suddenly have a midterm or final exam. Yeah, if you need to, if you need to get off and study for that, I'm not gonna blame you. Because, yeah, classes are expensive and a big time investment. I've been there before. The stream is wrapping up pretty soon, though. I think this is the last project I want to talk about right now. But yeah, basically, I just want to get my DDR pad in my VTuber app, and slap a tracker on it so that it's spatially placed correctly, and have it show the live feedback conditions while it actually plays the actual game. So yeah, this is the thing I want to do, and I think that it's actually a VTuber I've been seeing lots of cool tech from. Cha-Cha? Not the big Cha-Cha, there's another one. VTuber guitar mocap. This will probably, yeah. So yeah, this VTuber is super duper cool and has, like, honestly, I think she has, like, the best mocap music tech I've seen in the game, period, hands down, big respect. But yeah, so this is guitar stuff, and while the guitar stuff, oh, actually this is perfect because it shows the U-Beat machine back here, and I think that she has a demo of her U-Beat stuff also working. Let me see. Yeah, I can search U-Beat. Yeah. So she also has something here going on with that. Bless me. And it's really, really cool. So yeah, something like this, and something like this. Is that her? I mean, I haven't seen her with this avatar, but... What if that's actually her also? Hold up. Because they're both feline-ish and have gray hair. They have the same eye color? Gray eyes, no, yellow eyes. Okay, so they're similar but not the same. But that's kind of a crazy coincidence. But yeah, something like that though would be really, really cool. Ah, this is cute. Is that a Steam Deck? That's not a Steam Deck, but it's still cool. But yeah, doing something like that, but with my DDR pad and Stepmania, yeah, that seems pretty cool. Kind of feature-ish note, I do want to maybe make a Tunithm controller, in the future, but that's very, very, very feature. It's not worth me doing a specification, session right now. But yeah, okay, and I think the last bit is just, I don't even know if there's really specs for this, because it's really just basically, get my old DJ stuff working again. But just for visuals, let's just have that run in the background anyway. I have like all these really dumb titles for my streams because I was trying to be like, what if I try to do like stupid YouTube clickbait titles? But yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised at how okay this mocap was, because when I decided that I want to start like VTubing, like do like a proper debut and get the infrastructure working, I did like I did kind of an audit of the Kinect stuff, and it was really, really bad. But then I watched these and it's like, you know, that's actually not that bad. Like, I mean, hand tracking is okay. I mean, like, it doesn't get individual fingers, but it gets like open versus closed hand and stuff, and it's still better than Steam VR not doing that unless I use my Valve Index controllers, which do not let me hold a pencil or type or do soldering stuff, which is why I just use like the just have my hands like this most of the time. And you know, I do want to upgrade to like those like really nice fancy mocap gloves, but they're expensive. So that's like a feature thing. But yeah. Okay, so yeah, this is basically just get this working again. I mean, I did have that short that I did where I reuse these assets. Let's go to that thingy. When I was like announcing a festival time slot. Oh no, that's live, that's not shorts. Here's shorts. Yeah, here. So you can see that same setup is here. But I mean, like, I just put that in front of where my avatar would be in the space. But yeah, at least that asset's good, because that was kind of a complicated asset to buy and import and get working. But yeah, the screen sharing stuff, I guess, so that's NDI, and just make sure that works. Wait, I'm actually not sure if that's NDI. I don't think it's actually NDI. I think that's actually just a screen capture from HDMI source into like USB or something, into like a capture card. But anyway, get screen cap. Oh wait. Let me go erase that. Okay. DJ stuff. What was it? Okay, get screen cap working again. Get audio cap working again. Brush up on DJ stream rules, which I think we're actually in a better place than we were 5-ish years ago, which is the last time that I DJ'd live on stream, because go to categories. What? No, that's following. Browse. There's an entire section here for music and DJs. So they carved out an entire section for DJs. That has to mean that they have some way for DJs to actually perform live, which is actually like sane. So, yeah, oh, I've seen her before. She's been doing some shows in Texas. That's cool. But yeah, there has to be some way. I mean, yeah, there's probably more favorable rules now on Twitch for DJing live sets. But I should probably confirm that before going live, because I don't want to nuke my channel that I've worked hard to set up. So if that's a thing, then I think I'll be doing my DJ sets on Twitch then. But yeah. Let's see. But I'll just put some notes. Twitch seems favorable. Oh, I guess I want to make a new stage though, because like that one stage I made, or I guess those stages I've made, they're kind of out of date, and I could probably make something way cooler. But yeah. And I do want to get into the VR chat DJ scene. I tried to do that, like 2020-ish, and I fell out of it because my laptop just couldn't run VR chat. The processor was just too weak, and of course, since it was a laptop, you can upgrade it, but now I have a framework. A framework, you can upgrade the CPU, and that's really poggers. And I also splurged for the most powerful processor option, and I have gone into VR chat, and it's actually pretty okay now for my computer. But yeah, I do want to get back in. So yeah, that's a thing. But yeah, I mean, I don't really think there's really much to say on the DJing stuff. It's not really any specs, because, like, it's just to make it work again. Make it work again. Hold on, I need to make an inappropriate drawing, but if you know me, I'm sarcastic, so, like, do not take this as any kind of endorsement. But, yes, that's a hat. Make it work again. Miwa. Anyway, yeah, so, I guess, yeah, Pearl graphics upgrades. We want the goobers to be in there, want the DDR pad, and want the DJ stuff working again. So, yeah. Alright, well, I guess that was a good spread of projects. I guess just review, we have the Waifu in a Jar project, the AI desk assistant thing that I was talking about. I think I'm going to start that off with the Steam Deck, and then if I like it enough, I'll move it into the holographic jar thingy. I do want it to be on a servo gimbal, because that's fun. Let's see. And yeah, it's basically supposed to be like, oh, you and your ADHD ass, let's get you productive as soon as you wake up. Because that's something that I'm really bad about, is like wasting like several hours doom scrolling and shit posting before I actually get anything done. We have the Ross 2 pick and place arm, using my mass manufactured robot arm. Need to make an end effector for that. It's supposed to sort hardware. It's really just so that I can experience with Ross 2 and CV and stuff. Let's see, my shot dispenser, that's just an add-on to the water dispenser thing to have it dispense a vodka shot, but I have to see if that's Twitch friendly or not, especially because it looks like that now Twitch is where most of my viewers are. Especially since, like, based off how my YouTube viewers shrunk when I debuted on Twitch, and then seeing some familiar names move, I think that most of my YouTube viewership actually just really want to be on Twitch. So that was a surprise, but that is more data for me. So it looks like that Twitch is actually maybe where I should be instead of YouTube. The tiny DJ controller, I did that big ass rant on DJ controller ergonomics and how I think that the current setups are out of date as fuck and are just based off of what people know traditionally, and I want to shake up that paradigm and make it modular and move each slice of the mixer to the actual deck module. And Perl graphics update. We have the goobers being represented, we have the DDR pad, we have my DJ stuff, and we have a terrible political joke, which I've been trying to avoid making, but when I have drank a few thingies, of course I will cross that line, but do not take this as a political endorsement because I'm very sarcastic. Anyway, yeah, I think those are the, projects to do. Yeah. Alright, well, I think that was a good brainstorm session. I don't want to start any projects without talking about the specs on stream, and I've been kind of holding these projects back until I could, I guess, amass enough to talk about in a brainstorming session. So it's good to get this out here. Good to get this out in the world. And, yeah. I think that's a brainstorming session. Alright, well, yeah, we came up with some cool ideas. I took my Crocs off that have the trackers on them, and now they're dead, so my feet are, like, stuck into the ground. So I will turn them back on right now. Whee! Doing the Michael Jackson lean. Would he have been on Epstein Island? Who knows? But anyway, okay. My feet are back. Anyway, yeah. I guess that's a stream. I want to play League of Legends or Helldivers. So if you're on my Discord server, I guess, yeah, you can play that with me in a bit. But yeah, okay. Well, yeah. That was a stream, I guess. Whee! Yeah. Okay, well, I guess I'll go post screenshots of this on the Discord server in the projects in whatever category I have for that. And, yeah, everyone take care of yourselves. And I will see y'all logging off. Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.